Hello again, I'm Jason and welcome to episode 4 of this tutorial. Now this time around we're going to look at another way to fabricate water rather than having to chase after fish. Now if we look at the inventory bar, you can see I have some salt deposit which I collected before. Now I need one other item to add to that to make water, and this will be easier and make slightly more than catching the fish, but I needed a knife before we could go and collect this other resource. So what we need to collect is over here. So if we just swim towards this, okay, the giant coral tube, and then what we do, just hack at that with our knife. There we go, we pick these up, just need a couple. So if we go back to the pod, whilst I'm at it, I'll also grab some of this, as I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so that acid plant's good for making batteries, which we will need for when we get around to making a torch. Okay, so back at our pod, and as you can see, I now have the resources to make bleach, which is
Emergency.
salt deposit.
Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
Which, salt deposit and coral tube sample. So we make the bleach, and then from that bleach, we can make water.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Thanks, Doris. Right, okay, so now we've made the bleach, we can go to the food part, click on water, and we can now make disinfected water.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
So if we now open our inventory bar, you can see that we now have 4 bottles of disinfected water, and it provides us with plus 30 as opposed to the plus 20 that the bladderfish will give us. So that's a second way and a better way actually to get the water.
Radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Right, now fortunately I still have a nutrient block left, so we'll transfer that across and that will sort out the hunger for now.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So we need to also collect some more food in a bit. Okay, so that's the second way we can collect water. Now we're going to make a torch, and I think I may have the resources all needed now to do that. So we go to the fabricator, go to personal, go to tools. Now what we need is a battery and glass. Fortunately I got some quartz, which is needed to make the glass last time, so all being well, go up to resources, basic materials. I can now make the glass out of the quartz. Okay, now next thing we need is the battery. Unfortunately we've got the acid mushroom, which I just picked up, and also the copper ore, which again we got previously, so we can make the battery. And now if we go back to personal, go back to tools, and there's the flashlight which we can now produce with our battery and glass. So we are now safe to go out at night and actually see what we're doing. Now I said last time that we had a radio message, so we'll have a quick listen at that and see what's got to be said.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Okay, so a rescue ship could be on the way. Most unlikely, but we shall see. Okay, now one of the things I said early on was about checking the medical kit fabricator every now and again, because it does a medical kit, so always handy to have several of them. And I think that will conclude this episode. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye bye.